before we get to the episode, if you guys can do me one favor, that is to hit the subscribe button. As I grow this channel, the more people it can go out to, the more men I can help heal, one episode at a time. I know it might sound silly, but that is why I've made this. So, without further ado, let's get to it. For the people that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well,
What do you do? How was your childhood? Start wherever you want.
yes, I'm gonna try to summarize it like without cutting any good details.
Ooh, give us the good stuff only.
Well, my name is Juan. Juan Somoza. I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Is for the people who don't know, it is basically a country on the top part of South America. One of the most beautiful beaches that you ever gonna see. I'm sure. I'm confident of it.
I've seen in movies that just show a little part of it, and I'm like,
Dude,
wow.
at least top five best beaches in the world. At least I'm confident of it. Even though the political situation is dragging the country down with it, it is very hard. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's very hard to take away the greatness or the beauty of a country. It's hard to take it away from a country, even if the politics and migration doesn't work at all. It's more about politics, dictatorship, communism, socialism is just a lot. Well, I was born on let's say, for the people to understand, on a farm town called San Juan. San Juan de los Morros. So, very, very small town. That's where I was born. Then we moved to the capital city, which was Caracas.
I've heard of that.
Yes. So that's where my parents start to having an apartment, building up a family. We live in a very small apartment, very nice. Until my dad got a job offer for the city where I basically grew up, which is Anzoátegui, Lecherias. The state is Anzoátegui, the city is Lecherias. So you basically can literally walk to the beach.
Oh, wow.
The apartment that the company was giving us, to go visit my dad, it was literally in front of the beach. This is how the luxuries that we had that we don't even realize we had. We live in front of a beach, and we didn't go to that beach because it was too dirty. You know what I mean? You know how much we gotta drive to get, okay, not even to the lake. Let's talk to a real beach here. The Florida beaches, the South Country beaches. I gotta drive at least 25 hours.
Oh, wow.
I had a beach in front of me.
In your backyard, basically.
Yes.
It's like living in downtown Chicago, being able to walk to Michigan, but being like, I don't like that. I'm gonna go to Florida.
Yes. Yes. It's exactly like that. It's just, it just amazed me the way we give for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yes. So I moved to that city. That's where I basically went through all my elementary school. Yeah, it's called elementary, high school, and university too.
Okay.
I'm a huge soccer fan and lover. Okay. I play at a certain professional level. I don't like to call it like that because even though it took a lot of effort from myself, I don't like to brag about it.
Okay.
I like to keep it. I'm a lover of soccer and I still play. Okay. I'm a goalie, even though I don't look like it. People usually picture goalies as this big, huge guy, which was a challenge for me. And that's why I take pride of it. Most of the goalies that I play against, or they were competing on the same position than me, most of them were higher than me.
Okay.
They were taller. They were, so that just makes me work harder. That's it. They're better than me at this physical skill. I need to be better with my feet. I need to be better with my throws, with my kicks. There's a lot that goes into it.
Okay. You didn't allow that to hold you back, even though you're maybe smaller.
Yes, exactly. And even though it was frustrated, it was a lot of frustration going through it. The professional level training, it is not for kids, 100%. Not only physical, even though it's amazing how far you can push your body to improve, but mentally, like your mind have to be in the right place for you to take full advantage of what you're going through. I think that's one of the keys that probably hold me back. I wasn't mature enough because I started like having this professional contact on what 17 years old. I was still in high school, and I and I thought I was a cool kid because me and probably a couple kids just have to go out of the training and go straight to school. That you have to be a couple minutes late. So that was a great feeling, even though, like I said, you need to balance before. You need some kind of balance. So yes, then I started like playing soccer. After I graduated from high school, I took a year just to focus on soccer before I started university, because I did want to pursue my career. I'm a mechanical engineer now.
Oh, okay.
I graduate here in the United States on Pittsburgh. I get to that point later.
Okay, can't wait. It's gonna be juicy.
Yes. Then after that year happens, of course, we get this salary increase as far as the money goes. But like I mentioned before, Venezuela is not a country that actually works on your favor, kind of. We were like kind of a stable, great country, and then we start just going down. So even though my salary went up, not as much, not like as a professional player salary, but my salary goes up, but hey, inflation in Venezuela just goes even higher. Prices go higher. You start like not finding food around. You see people doing lines like for hours just to get some chicken. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
It is. So I start like realizing of it. My parents start realizing of it, and they lay off an offer on me. Thankful to my parents, of course. My dad, he always worked so hard outside the country. He said, like, we got an option to start looking into some scholarships in the United States, so you can definitely put a top level English along with some very nice soccer trainings. Okay, so it's a place that you can basically continue with your career and at the same time follow your sport goals. Okay, you always got a chance to go pro, let's say. But we will get to that like after I'm done with this story.
Go for it. Yes.
Then basically, after that offer was laid out on the bed, my dad said like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, let's do that. Halfway through the process, I said like, no, Dad, I want to stay. He was very not disappointed, but not upset about me changing mine in the middle of the way. That's one of my learning lessons from him. Like, yes, like if you take a decision, you better
gotta stick to it.
Yes, like at least see through it, go through it. Then I ended up like playing. I was actually happy through my whole childhood. I never had any difficulties as a family. Even though my parents are divorced, I never had any kind of roughness on me. Like I was always happy with what I have, which I think is key to the development of any human being. Stable. So well, yes. After my dad, I decided to stay in Venezuela. My soccer skills and let's say endurance improved. I learned a lot. I love training as hard as I can. Everything get to an end when I had the second chance to come here as a international student. Okay. This time I took it. This time I took the chance. I talked to some coaches in Venezuela, and they said like, yeah, I think that's a very good chance. Soccer here in Venezuela is not too bright. It doesn't have a bright future as far as I can see. So if you can start looking into some other opportunities, go ahead. If you need anything from us, let's do it. They started writing letters, which I usually don't use at all because I have already like some sort of contract with an agency that finds visas, student visas for students. Okay.
Oh, okay.
They took me to this tryout that was absolutely like, let's say low quality tryout. from there, everything started getting a little suspicious. Okay, we pay certain amount of money to these people to like find us a visa and everything. Everything was good though. Like they find the university, they find the people who could get me like what 60% of the scholarship. At those times, we still had to pay like some sort of money that I had to work through the cafeteria. My dad supported me a lot through that money. With that money, on the meantime, I could find a better scholarship. But whatever it was funny, it was like whenever I get here, that's when I moved to the United States for the first time on 2016, I want to say.
2016.
Yes. So I moved here as an international student to Campbellsville, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Ooh. Okay. How was that experience?
Got a lot to say. You're gonna hear it.
Oh.
It was a town like this complex. Let's say this complex was the whole campus. That's it, and that was the only thing there is in Campbellsville. Like I think it's a 5,000 or I don't wanna like screw it, but it is a very low population community. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was only one McDonald's, it was only one Walmart, one Kroger's, and the fun part for us was walking to Wendy's. That was so fun.
That's crazy.
It is. It is. Yes, I started living the international student life on Campbellsville. I'm just telling you, like, basically the sucky parts of it. The good part that I was starting to realize, because I was starting to get the mindset that I'm trying to set for my life right now. Keep in mind that I always been happy. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if I was like ups, down. I was enjoying the process that I was going through. Even though it was hard. Campbellsville teach you to be happy, proficient, sufficient, and absolutely efficient with your time because you have nothing else to do. You were
There's nothing around.
Yes, even though the bat is always around because it's crazy how back in the days, we used to drive 30 minutes to 40 minutes just to get alcohol because Campbellsville was a dry county. They were not allowed to sell alcohol at all.
That's interesting.
Yes, now that I went through that stage of my life and I realized how bad alcohol could be for you, I still say I think it's crazy. Like just $30 to go get a bottle that something that's probably damage you.
It's
Yeah, it was.
damage you,
Yeah, it's like at the end, there's not too much that you can get from it. You know what I mean?
If you think about it, they use alcohol to clean wounds, like to disinfect stuff. So why would you put that into your body? Like imagine what it's doing to you. Like
yeah, it blows my mind.
I somewhat feel like a hypocrite because when I was younger, like I got into all that because that's what everybody was doing. It was like, oh, party, yes, the ladies, all that fun stuff. And
that's the other part that I don't feel, it's not like I disagree with you, but that's part of our process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to go through that to be able to be like, okay, yeah, it's a waste of my time.
Dude, my dad, I keep bringing him on, even my mom, both of them, I don't know how they were so good at parenting because I feel like I had a great teaching childhood and everything, but my dad was one of the ones along with my mom saying like, I mean, have you tried marijuana? Have you tried any kind of drugs? I'm like, no. And they're like, if you want to try it, try it. It's not probably, not saying like do it for your life, you know what I mean? But you gotta know what it is like.
You gotta know the feeling, see if you like it or not.
And even though I've never tried it, that's stuck in my mind because I see around me everyone doing some kind of drugs behind people, behind their backs. Again, with the parenting that I had, it made it so hard for me to lie to them. Like, okay, like you said, we cannot be so hypocrite. If that's the word that you were using. Because I did lie, but let's say, I don't want to say small lies because a lie is a lie, it doesn't matter, but sometimes I just didn't tell the full story. But in order for me to fake some grades or to fake some grades to send to my parents in order for them to be happy, I will never be able to do that, man. Like I'm proud of like, I was never the brightest student. But I never failed a class. Never. Ever, ever, ever. In college here, never. In high school, never. In the university in Venezuela, I think I skipped that part. I went through college and playing professional. That was my first challenge.
Oh.
In that moment, I did fail a class, but it was not because I wasn't working it hard enough. That's why I didn't feel it like some sort of drag. You know what I mean? Because I was giving it my best. I was training twice a day from 6:30 to 9:30. Well, let's say 9:30 after you shower. But from there, I was going straight to the university college back in Venezuela. Get out of the college, go to the next training in the afternoon. And after the afternoon training, I was going to some friend's house, study, and probably fall asleep there on the meantime we were studying for the next. Because we're gonna make that comparison later, but academics, even though the political situation in Venezuela was hard, the academics, the professionals like engineers, doctors, lawyers that you get from Venezuela, they get a top tier education. Very, very top. Like my dad could like understand stuff that here they don't even imagine.
Yeah, that's one thing I have heard. Like, the doctors there are like people from the U.S. go there because how good everything is there, like doctors and all that stuff. I'm like, wow. But yeah, unfortunately, maybe the political side of it's not that great.
Yes. But then yes, actually to like continue to my storyline and then we start touching all those little topics. I came to the United States, Campbellsville, Kentucky first, soccer player, trying to get a scholarship. I had to move because I got an offer for a different college that I had the full right. That college was in Pittsburgh. Plus, they were giving mechanical engineer.
Ooh, okay.
So in Campbellsville, they didn't give any mechanical engineer. They were only giving pre-engineer. So all the pre-courses, which we touch there later. But again, after I went to Pittsburgh, I graduated from Pittsburgh. That's where I met my partner. No, I didn't met her here. I brought it here with a F2 visa, as a companion visa.
Okay.
After she got to Pittsburgh, that's where I started to like realize it, like the life that I had, like having a couple, being a couple. From Pittsburgh, everything started like I graduated, I started looking for a job. Situation in Venezuela started going even worse, where the point that I didn't even come back. I couldn't even come back because I didn't know if I was able to go back in the United States.
Okay, so if you left to Venezuela, you wouldn't be able to come back here to the U.S.
Exactly. I was afraid of it.
Okay.
After that happened, the last time I went out of the country was to a cruise to Bahamas. That's just crazy. Because with the F1 visa, you could go in and out as much as you want if you live in a regular country.
Okay.
But like I said, Venezuela is not a regular country. So after that, I moved to Chicago for work. And I thought Pittsburgh was a bigger city until I just get to Chicago and I said like, we're just a small, diminutive, like some sort of
small ant.
like that's the way we are. Like, and then I just fall in love with this city. Just fall in love with Chicago, and this is where I've been growing as a parent, as a man, as a, let's say, a proper member of this community.
Okay.
And then now we can start. Like that's my whole story, basically. Cut it, but now we can go into the pieces that we wanted.
Now we're here in Chicago area.
Yes, and then whenever we stop, and I wanted just to give you the full story, we can go into the details. So we were talking Campbellsville.
Yeah.
Dude, that's well. The other positive thing, you met a lot of great people there.
Okay.
A lot of like, let's say, different.
Everybody knows everybody there.
Yes, but at the same time, you start realizing that's the shock that you get from being an international student like we are. You might think that people from your own country or from your own language or your own race, they might be so open to you, but there you start realizing that everyone is different. Like not everyone is so open to relations, to open themselves. And I don't blame them for that. They might have a purpose too. They might have some sort of goal that they want to achieve. Like I said before, in Campbellsville, you of course, you always got the options to be bad, to be
choose good or bad.
Yes, like you can always be drunk, just looking around for girls. You can always just fail your classes. Or this was the one that kind of like hit me a bit because I don't consider myself a weak person. And whenever I feel or sense weakness for other people that I know they can do better, that frustrates me. So every time I see people from England, from Scotland, from even Japan, man, like they were just, oh no, I don't like to be away from my family. I don't like to be away. And I'm like, dude, we're living the life. We are training, we are studying, we have some structure in our life that
Not a lot of people get to do that.
exactly. Like you're getting the offer probably to play on a top NIA university here. Because that was the other funny thing. On sports, Campbellsville was top on at least 6 or 7 out of 10 sports. They were top, I said top 5
Okay.
on the nation. NIA. I mean, I don't know if you know how the leagues works on.
I have no idea.
Now they change, I think, but back in my days, it was NCAA First Division, which was like top tier. Like most of the teams that plays on that league are the same level that the top 5 of the league that I play, NIA. Then NCAA first, then NCAA second division. The teams there, the quality of teams start dropping. Okay. You can see like some mid-table might not be too good, but some others might be like extremely good. Then you got NCAA third division, which wasn't too good. Then you got parallel because it's at NIA. All these leagues are divided by how big the university is.
Okay.
So the amount of students they manage. And of course, the principals university are going to be always first division, like Pitt. I think University of Chicago is first division. Like basically the states university are NCAA first division. So yes, in order for Campbellsville to be top, they had to like keep everyone so disciplined. Like all the sports, they got a strict schedule, strict. It's easy to manage it because everyone is right there, man. If you're late 5 minutes, punish. I mean, we don't want like people that be late. We need people to be on time. Sometimes it seems a bit of excessive, but I enjoy it. I literally enjoy it, honestly.
Yeah.
But any questions about it?
No.
Well,
Like for soccer and stuff, when I was young, like I always played it, like in recess or whatever, but I was never like really into it. I never really liked sports in general.
where are you born and raised here in Chicago?
No. I was born in Mexico. I was brought here when I was like 6 months, and then I went back to Mexico, and then around 10 years old, I was brought back here to the US, and then from there, I've just lived my whole life here.
Here in Chicago?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, when I came here, I came through Texas, and then from Texas, I came here. But I don't remember anything about
Oh,
Texas.
okay.
Yeah. I was too little.
I played.
We just stayed there for a little bit, and then like boop, came over here to Chicago. I was like, parents liked it. They found work and everything. I was like, we just made it home.
Yeah. I played in Texas for a summer. It was great. I think I skipped that part. Like through every semester on college, you used to get to play, like, of course, if you find the right opportunities and some teams reach out to you, leagues, like semi-pro leagues. Okay. You're not allowed to get paid. However, they did like give you a job, let's say, because you train some kids, plus all your expenses are covered.
Oh, wow.
Your apartments, your staying, your food. You basically have to be there, train, play, and that's it.
And they'll pay for everything.
Yes, and you got some different scope of people looking for you. Okay. You get exposed to US Cup, which we play against Dynamo. That was huge. That was big. Even though they play with the like freaking third, fourth division players, it was a good experience. Like maybe some of the coaches see you because that's the way I escalate myself on those leagues. The first summer, one of my friends suggests me to go play with their team in Missouri. Dude, I couldn't get away from the cows. There were cows everywhere, farms. But yeah, like yes, like nothing to have fun with. I remember the first time we were having fun. We went out to celebrate to this bar. Dude, it was not fun at all. We were just sitting, looking at each other. Like music was too loud. Like we couldn't even speak. But again, that's childhood. That's part of what we live. But yeah, so I live in Texas. Texas, I love it. I love Texas.
Have you been back to Texas? Like just to
Not
visit?
recently, no. But I used to like it. I think I got my best friend. She lived there, and dude, every time we could go there, we just tell her, and she will take care of us. I'm sure. Texas is massive.
It is.
We used to.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we were staying on the Woodlands. It is a city that is basically, it's called the Woodlands because most of stores are in the woods. Like you can't even see them. Like you're driving and you're like, yeah, you probably see a sign, but I was like, oh, right there. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I visited New Braunfels, Texas, because my sister was married at the time with a Marine, and like his parents lived there, and he was stationed somewhere in there, I think. And we went out to visit her, myself and my sister, and it was beautiful. It was one of the first times that I actually got to leave Chicago to just like see another part of the world. Really, it's still in the U.S., but yeah, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And that's something I wanna do as I grow all this. I want to travel to different countries so I can like speak to different people and I can travel, take my stuff, camera, whatever it may be, and just travel, meet new people.
Yes, that's one of the biggest perks that I could say being an international student is. Dude, I got friends in Japan, Yuki, Kai. Oh my friends from the Netherlands. They are awesome. Like, one of them, he started this brand of reselling shoes. Dude, it is huge. It's called the Dutch Collector. He's just right now selling the brand because he wanna meet his purpose, like what he wanna achieve in life. I think he's going for a psychologist. But these guys, man, from the Netherlands, you start knowing so many different cultures that you are like, dude, this is amazing. Like, everyone is different. Not everyone got a bad heart, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be bad people, but doesn't mean like people from the Netherlands or Japan are bad. It's just like you need to learn how to take the good out of everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, like anywhere else, like there's some bad people, but just because they're bad doesn't mean like their whole culture, like everyone around there is bad. Like there'll be some bad apples, but don't focus on that. That's who they are. That's who they choose to be. They choose to be. Just be yourself. There's good people out there, and the only way to meet them is to put yourself out there. Just be friendly, and you'll attract the right people. Kind of like how we met.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They're just that go to the same gym. All of a sudden, we just say hi to each other, and boom, now we're here.
Yeah, and we were talking. I remember we started talking about like, yeah, I'm trying to like record myself or I'm being hard. And then you were starting your channel already, and I was like, dude, this guy got something to offer. It's great. Then I had more questions. Then you had more questions. Then you gave me the little magnet. Yes, dude, that's like helping each other. You know what I mean?
That's the best thing in life. I recently saw this study that they did. I heard it in a podcast, but the best way to get rid of, I don't know if I might be phrasing this wrong, but the best way to conquer depression is by helping other people. Like just helping other people, making them happy. Like you'll feel fulfilled, like you're doing something. You'll start feeling like you have a purpose. I would have to dive deeper into like what exactly they did or whatever, but that's how I started all this, actually opening up, trying to help people around me, and that's what has helped me quiet all those negative thoughts and all that stuff. Is just like I enjoy helping people. If there's any way that I can help them, I'll find a way and I'll get it done.
Dude, and that's a big purpose. Like,
yeah.
It is, and now that you mention it about the studies, there are tons of studies that, I mean, it just also blows my mind. Depression is all-time high, like on these generations. Like
Yeah.
now we're getting into some more like topics, but generations nowadays, they live by social media. Like
Just on their phone.
again, I am a believer that we can get the best out of social media, but also for me is a double-edged sword.
Exactly.
It's a double-edged sword that if you just like the wrong post, your algorithm is just gonna drag you down.
Boom.
It's gonna blow you out. Like my algorithm, if you just go about it, it doesn't like it's crazy how it works because I always look. It's alright. I always look for like motivational, nutrition, probably some trainings, credit because I do. I'll get to that later, but I do some side hustles like credit repairs, personal finance, flower shop. We run a virtual flower shop. All that. I click on all those content to pop up, all right? And yes, I do get it. But by any means, it doesn't matter if I stare longer at some girls just on the beach. Girls start popping up everywhere in your Instagram. Like it is like, what's going on?
You're like, honey, I don't know how these guys
No, they always got you. Yeah.
The algorithm is trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah,
but
I think it's very sensitive. So,
Now I don't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, like it will access your camera. It'll see your facial expressions, and if you, like you said, if you stay on it for a couple seconds, they'll see, oh, he likes this. We're gonna keep feeding this because this is what's gonna give him dopamine, and it's what's gonna keep him scrolling. Yes. So it's scary. I don't want to dive too much into.
No, we don't have to.
But it's so,
like imagine that for our kids.
it's
Is it?
horrible.
It is even like no, there are
At such a young age.
no. No, you're right. You are right. We don't want to demonetize your channel yet, right?
No, I've had some close calls, but yeah, I'm like on thin ice. They haven't contacted me yet.
YouTube, we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
But no,
great.
man.
Yeah.
I got some very controversial opinions. And we might touch like on the surface.
Yeah.
We leave the deep stuff for some other channels, some other opportunities.
For the next episode.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah.
I love that. The next episode. That always keep you looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, more into you and your story.
yes. So I think we stopped on Campbellsville. After in Campbellsville, there were this certain group of players. They were from Paraguay. Dude, they were great. They were great at soccer. I mean, for the people that might probably don't know, Paraguay is a soccer country. Okay. From South America, I think the top soccer countries might be Brazil, of course, Argentina, Uruguay. Then we can go to Chile. Then we can go to Bolivia and Peru. And Bolivia because they play on certain heightness that doesn't allow people like players to breathe there. That's why it's so hard to play there. But it's not like how much this good soccer they play. But after all these people, sadly, I have to say that Venezuela is the last. It's the only country in South America that has never made it to a World Cup. We can blame it on the political situation, the growness, but that's different stuff. But well, yes, these players from Paraguay, they were so good. One of my direct competitions, he was Paraguay, another goalie, and he was good. We had different traits, let's say, but he had a trait that I always, even until the day now, I try to improve because like I said, life is a journey, and that's the journey to greatness, guys, for you. So, that trait that I'm talking about is hold to the ball. Hold it. Like they can shoot like even a hard ball to hold. Try to hold it. You're taking your chances, okay? And this guy was so good at holding the ball that I was like, I could probably save ball that he probably couldn't, because I was, let's say, slightly faster on the short and low balls, but he had more strength on his legs. He could flew on the air a little higher than me and stay himself on the air for longer than me.
Oh, wow.
So I probably reached the point that he wanted to reach faster, but he could cover more ground. So it was different traits. I feel I was better with crosses and psychics.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, everything came down to something called eligibility. Okay. You do your eligibility through the NIA. Okay. What I wasn't aware of, because that's the wrong mentality that I had back on those days, that I was entitled. I was, I was a professional, professional soccer player that came here, that everything needs to be done by the people that is bringing me, right? No. Coach basically said like, yeah, Juan, you need to get eligible. I just sat down and said like, okay, what you need? Get eligible. And I started like looking around, see what people is doing. People really don't go. That's where the people like draw lines. They go help you, but they didn't have. I don't blame the people that doesn't help me. It's just like they don't have enough time to go deep into helping me because they're too busy helping themselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So, basically, that was what held me back the first semester of playing. Therefore, the full ride that was only for one goalie was for the other guy. You know what I mean? Even though he might be better at some soccer skills than me, I'm sure it was a close competition. I will never be able to say, "Oh, I'm better." No, I'm not that kind of guy. Not anymore, at least.
You're humble.
Yes. Life makes sure you humble yourself. Trust me. But yes, I forgot. I skip a part of the scam from the
scams. We like those.
You love those. You know the agency that I mentioned to you that find everything, the contacts for you to get here? This agency just let us know, yeah, he's gonna get there, he's gonna have a soccer scholarship, he has to go through the English course first. Dude, the second I step in the university, of course my focus was on the soccer. I went to the soccer coach office. Hey, my name is Juan, I'm the soccer player that was supposed to be coming from Venezuela. The guys like look at each other and they say like, who are you? I'm like, what do you mean, who are you? I was supposed to be on a list, like get ready for the soccer team, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea who you are, sir. Dude. Dude, no. I said that to my dad. He's like, there is no, like, it was scam, basically. Like we pay for somebody to get me tickets and get the contact for the university to get me a standard scholarship. All the way we thought it was like some sort of soccer, like related scholarship. No, it was a international student scholarship that is basically for everyone that is outside, that is from outside of the United States. I was like, it's just crazy.
What did you do at that point?
I get very frustrated. I get very sad because I was so confident of my soccer skills. At that point, I basically sacrificed the tough trainings that I'm going through back in Venezuela with studies, learning language, meeting people, needing equipment to work because you were not even like entitled or able to touch anything from the soccer team. You need to get your own balls, your own cones. As a goalie, I need more people to train. I need somebody to like help me kick, help me. We were not even allowed to step on the field.
That's crazy.
And since Campbellsville was a small town, it was so easy for them to know if you were or not. Like it was like just looking through a window. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, man, it's like, well, wow. after
all that,
after that scam came, that's once more my parents' mom and dad mentality. I mean, we cannot control what goes wrong. We can control how we react to it. I was so frustrated. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, come on, like, I need to play. I want to play. And I see the trainings, like seeing the training from the outside, like the training from the soccer team from the outside, give you like some sort of like frustration. You're like, I want to be there. I want to be there. At the same time, that's what pushes you, you know? But well, I went and I said like, well, coach, like I started going through all this with half-baked English. Like,
so at that point you didn't know like the English that you have right now?
Yes, even though I don't know if I don't consider myself a bad English speaker, but I do feel my accent, which I'm very proud
It's
of.
strong.
Yeah, it is very strong. And at my job, at my recent job, they said like, "Juan, why you need to be so polite?" And that makes me so proud because that's whenever I was learning English, that's where I want my English to be sound polite, educated, use words that people don't usually listen. And yes, so I'm very proud of my English, even though I know I still can improve. I feel like I can always improve.
There's always room for improvement.
Exactly. Public speaking, like I said, this is my first like ongoing live streaming speaking.
Uh-huh.
So,
I feel honored.
nah, man, I feel like I need to watch my words. I never like I always speak like so naturally. That's probably why you guys see that I struggle sometimes to put some word together, but I'm fine. Trust me.
I can fully understand you. Sometimes your accent is stronger. I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
Other than that, dude, you're doing beautiful.
Funny thing. Even with native English speakers, we are hard to understand to each other, and that makes me feel like even better. I'm like, well, if there's people that speak English their whole life, what is it bad for me not to be understand sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But well, yes, going back to the frustration that I was having at that point, I went back to the coach office, and back in these days, I used to practice what I'm gonna say before. Like I used to like put it on my phone, read it,
Okay,
and set it.
This, and this.
Exactly. I remember it was like I was translating how to say, "I promise you a good performance. I'm a good player." I repeat it and repeat it for nothing. Whenever I get to the office, it was like, "Okay, coach, this, and that," and he's like, "Okay, and now what?" I'm like, "Okay, I wasn't expecting that answer." I start like, I get myself like,
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yes. So what I told him after practice, like I went to his office multiple times, and he said like we held tryouts for the ESL, that was an English course that I was attending. English
Second language.
Yes, exactly.
I had to take that too.
Oh really? Yeah, I love it. It was like full intensity on English, but yeah. I went to he said like we held like tryouts yearly. You can come up, dude. I could feel the zero hopes on their words, which makes it was funny about like because I understand how many crazy kids you can get on a campus saying like I play this, I'm so good, and whenever you see it in real life, they're like, well, you're not that good. but like that goes hand to hand with like reality. That's something else that I want to promote on my future channels and social medias.
Your personality.
Yes, like you need to always get some sort of agreement with reality. Like, yeah, I want to be this. I want to be, let's say, multi-billionaire, a great father. I want to be a great person. But you have to be connected to the actions, to the reality that how possible that is. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just sorry to cut you off.
No,
You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," but not actually like behind the scenes you're a completely different person. You gotta be like you can't tell like if I were to tell you, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing all this great stuff," and then behind the scenes I'm just at the bar drinking and doing the complete opposite of what I said that I wanted to do or who I am. So yeah. I understand.
And even though on that balance, it goes back to what we were talking before. People have mistakes. You know what I mean?
That's what we're human.
Yes, and it's not certain amount of like you don't need to be so rough on yourself because you need to be the first one who take care of yourself. Absolutely. After you take care of yourself, you can take care of anybody around you. Even like I'm so drastic on this position that if I don't train, if I don't play soccer, if I don't keep myself healthy, how am I supposed to keep healthy to my kids, to my
you need to set an
family?
example.
Yes, I need them to see what the good example I'm setting of. Like, it's not because I'm rough, it's not because I'm egoistical, but I want to provide you with my best version. You know what I mean? I want to provide the people that I love my best version.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I just want to like keep it long life, healthy habits, train, create muscle memory, create muscle mass that keep you healthy longer, so you can enjoy the life to the fullest, to the fullest there is. Like there's not too much about it. There's people I do, even though I respect people who don't wanna have kids. There's always a room on myself that say like, dude, you don't know what you're missing out.
Yeah.
I see my kid every day of my life getting excited of seeing me. Then I'm like, damn, like I didn't know that I was missing all this in my life. But well, going back to the point on the scam, I think we jumped the
Talking
good.
to your coach.
Yes, I talked to my coach. He held up a tryout with zero hopes because if you see a tryout, they invite some players from the team. Since the Paraguayans were so good and they were so passionate about soccer, they wanted to be there. I was the goalie from the tryout team. So just imagine how many shots I had to stop in that single tryout. Imagine just a full soccer team playing against people who can play soccer. Dude, it was nuts. It was nuts.
Wow.
And the second, I didn't even finish the tryout because the coach grabbed me, said, let's go to my office. He sat me down. We started discussing about what are your goals, what you got in mind. This is what we got. This is what we can offer you. We already got a goalie, but we're fully confident that you are a great addition to our team. So we leave the scholarship to whoever earns the first spot. And that's where it connects to the eligibility stuff.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, it was not too much about the skills, even though we were both so good.
Huh.
It was more about the experience, the education you bring back from your country. Like Paraguayans, they know about it. They know they got solid foundations about how it works. The scholarship works there. They got solid agencies. They knew they had to be eligible before they got here. I didn't.
No.
I just came here and show up and say, hey, my name is Juan.
I'm here. Where's the soccer field?
Ooh, wind.
Oh, beautiful.
I love here. I love it here. But well, so after that, my journey as a soccer player in the US started. Training is hard. I don't think I ever ran that much as I ran here, not even back in Venezuela and the professional league. Not even. There was crazy running, not too much strength of you be explosive, you being jumping higher, just literally run.
Just run. Like
And
how?
run.
Like
Run.
in a day, how much do you have to run?
Just to keep it after soccer training here, probably last 2 hours and a half. They were trainings on the Hell Week, they call. There were no balls. They said don't even put your soccer shoes, put your running shoes. And you are gonna run. It's not even about the time that you run, it's about the intensity you need to run. There was this trial or test for players. We had to run a mile in 5 minutes. And I said oh yeah, that's pretty easy, I could hold it. Dude, I just made it. I barely made it. After the chronometer stopped at 5, boom, I made it.
Oh, wow.
And that was good for a goalie. I only met another goalie that on physical conditions was equal to me and better. He was from England.
Ooh.
And he could run. He could run consistent. Not too much speed, but
Just keeping the same pace.
yes. And he was a solid goalie too. But well, I started training with the soccer team. I couldn't get eligible, even though that's a funny thing. You are training on a team that was top 4 in the nation.
Ooh,
You need to get some improvement.
high standards.
Yes,
Ooh.
that feeling is enough for me. Even though I couldn't play, it was a little bit frustrated, but I was happy to perform.
Part of the team.
Yes. And to be honest, apologize to all my college colleagues that are looking at this, but my personality, it was a handful. It was a handful. I thought I could trick strikers on talking to them and get into their minds, and they got mad at me, and then I didn't know how to reply to that madness. I'm pretty sure I had a hard time just going and say, dude, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna try my best not to happen again. And that creates certain like barriers with some players to me that I didn't even realize because I was like living so happily, frustrated, ragey, emotions that goes through you that I was like, whatever. But
Just let it
I,
pass.
like exactly, like at some point, I really, I should have just said like, dude, you know what? You're right. I'm being an asshole. Sorry, you too. but
Oh, you're good.
but yeah, I'm being a, like not a good person to the team and to you guys. Even though I'm good on what I do, I need to be a better person first. So yeah, apologies for that. They know who I'm talking about. So well, what can I say? What can I say? I went through Campbellsville. I couldn't get the full ride there. That's why I have to look for other ways. I start looking for other universities, sending emails, videos about me. One of the Japanese guys that was in Campbellsville too, he said like, Juan, this university might be good for us. We end up doing a tryout. The soccer coach was extremely happy with me. He was like, yeah, I mean, you are my guy. What you need, we make it happen. They gave me like the highest right on that scholarship. It was like I don't know if it was a full ride, but I had to cover for some expenses. Like
Okay.
I need to pay for my rent, which was basically with the soccer team. We split everything. That was a real college life here.
Ooh.
And Pittsburgh is a city that I like a lot. Like I love that city. That city builds me different. It builds me different. You start know what it was to like actually go out. Because in campus, where are you gonna go? Open a bank account was the funniest thing you could do. It was like crazy, man. So right after that, I just went to Pittsburgh, grow up there, make my soccer career or academic career there. Met some great people too. Like I said, African people, dude. I got this friend we call him Kakanu. Kakanu, I'm Frankie.
Frankie.
We got Nafel. Nafel, this guy was from the Morocco. He was the one who picked me up at the bus station. He drive me around. He showed me around. People with strong values, man. Sometimes stubborn with his mindset, religion, and everything, but such a nice guy. He was the one who went through my soccer career and academic career because we were going for mechanical engineer together. We went through good chops of like late study nights, trainings, soccer travels. And yeah, like I'm pretty sure I learned a lot from him. For sure. From a lot of people. You learn from everything, like from everyone, like you said. I graduated from Pittsburgh and then COVID hits.
Good old COVID.
Oh,
Who remembers
yeah.
that?
I couldn't get a job. I was graduated, have to like extend my classes. It was a handful of things. And right after I graduate, I started like serving tables. I was a barista. I was being a server because we were able to work. And then I found this job, like on the field as a piping inspector. We inspect pipings, making sure they didn't have any gas damage. That's what moved me to Chicago. And here I am, sir.
To this day. And are you planning to continue that or do you want to do something else?
Continue on my mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would love to. And even though it's a big field, I would love to go into oil and gas. Like my dad, he works on Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all those places. Dude, the experience he got is just no joke. It is no joke.
I imagine Dubai. That's on my bucket list, definitely. I feel like everybody wants to go to Dubai. Just looks beautiful. All you hear is good things from there.
Dude, like, it is good. Of course, like everything had its ups and downs. But as far as engineers, he always told me you need to be prepared, you need to be ready. And life here in the US it's not easy either. I mean, you need to keep yourself busy, which is hard for me to squeeze those times to prepare myself with all this immigration situation, with all this political situation going on. It's hard. Remember that I told you that I had some news?
Oh, yes, please.
I forgot to introduce. I got a family, like my partner and my kid. Now we're waiting for a new one. We just know that last week, man.
Do you know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl?
We just found out she's pregnant. We just found.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, another one to the family.
Hell,
What are you hoping for? Another boy or a girl?
honestly, I would love a girl.
Oh, okay.
Just right now, I'm just so focused on Ignacio, my actual kid, to be a good brother, a good big brother of whatever he, like, he's just a handful. That's why I said, like, you need to be a parent to know all this kind of happiness. Yeah, it is tired. There's a lot of tiredness going around. There is stress. There is rushy, but kids teach you that you need to take a breath. How can you tell Ignacio, don't do this way? He's not a robot. He's just a kid. He's growing up. And this is what I brought in my parents again. They always says like, we need to repeat to Juan, to me, everything. Doesn't matter how long it takes. He's gonna get it. That's key, man. Like, be patient with your kids. I'm not saying this thing going on about, oh, respectful parenting, you do not. No, but trust your kid. Like, you have to trust your kid. You need to give him the chance to fail. You need to give him all the tools so he can learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a funny short story about my kid. He like every other kid. He's so bad at taking medication. He's taking some medication now, and me and my partner, we discuss. We say we don't want to force that through him. He needs to be able to like know that he needs to do it.
You can't force it on him.
No, and there's these like, of course, studies and videos that say like, oh, if you do it this way, but you see the
Shove it down his throat.
Yes, and you need. And, I mean, on my end, I'm no expert on it, but on my end, I see these kids like yelling and they are holding them down. And I'm like, if I do that, I want it to be the last thing I do,
The last resort.
the last resource, because I don't feel good doing it. Whatever. I start talking to her and we say like, let's do it. We go to him, Ignacio, you need to take your medication. No, he covered his mouth. No, I don't want medication, blah, blah, blah. He's crying, he's yelling. And the key, I mean, from myself at least that I saw, don't lose your cool. He's your kid. You need to like just be patient and repeat it to him. Ignacio, please, we need to do this. It's what's gonna make you stronger, healthier. He's like, stronger? And he used to like, because we do at the mirror, are we strong? Yes. And he goes like this. And I go like this behind him. I told him, strong like daddy? Yeah, strong daddy. I'm like, that's awesome. Okay, let's go. Yeah, strong. So let's do it. You want to do it yourself or you want us to help us? Yo. Of course, he said himself, but we tried to help him the first one he get. We go like, wow, that's freaking awesome. He goes like, yeah. He grabbed it, he started drinking it. I'm like, dude.
Positive reinforcement.
Yes. It's not about this, oh, I respect your space. No. Let's work through it together, okay? Yeah. You do not get to like tantrum on the ground and smack things around, even though it might happen. Yeah, and it might happen. He's a kid. Yeah. Even ourselves, we cannot control ourselves. How can we expect a kid to not control himself? Like to control himself. Sorry, like it is just like not some. You see some grown-ups, adults like breaking stuff down because they don't control themselves. Yeah. He's a kid that's growing up and they want to show him.
He's seen that too. Yeah. That's the worst part.
Yes.
So that's why all these kids are growing up to not be the best adults, which is unfortunate, but yeah.
It is. Then the funny part of the story is like my partner just uploaded a video, Ignacio, coming up with the medicine. Like, mommy, it's time for medicine. And he gave it to her and we were like, oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Awesome. It is. Awesome. It is. And I know every kid is different. Some people love it, but this is my experience. This is the way I'm living it. And it's just so fulfilling.
That's awesome. That is beautiful. One quote that I actually, when I was actually kind of doing some research into.
Ooh, I'll get it.
There you go. Actually, one quick break. Let me make sure this thing's still recording.
Oh, yeah.
Because, beautiful. Okay. Just want to make sure. You never know. But yeah.
Still good?
Yeah, it's still good.
Awesome.
Yeah, one thing that I was like, okay, what are some questions that I want to ask him? What are some topics that I want to cover? And on the top of my head, I was reminded of this quote that I wanted to share with you.
Of course.
Oh, where is it? Here it is. Have you heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
He's my guy. Right?
I follow.
And here it is. It's if you want to strengthen your family, start by strengthening yourself. Your children watch more than they listen.
You know, well, I follow Jordan Peterson is one of them. I also, oh, sorry, let me move this because I feel like I'm not speaking to the mic. I know it's a late time to do it,
Yeah,
but
you're good.
I'm sure it sounds good.
I'm always very quiet too, so I just keep it like right here where it's pointed to my face.
Yeah, and if the mic pick up your voice, dude, mine is just too high. I'm a high pitched person.
It's all good.
But well, so yeah, Jordan Peterson, I do listen a lot of debates about our friends Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry. I listen to everyone though, from the Democrats, from the Republicans, from everyone. I like to listen to all the opinions.
Be open-minded. Like sometimes maybe they have something good that you want to hear, and then maybe something good that this other person wants to hear. There might be some things that are stupid that they say, but I just try to absorb what can help me in my point in my life at that moment.
Yes, man. And I listen to a lot of debates, a lot of healthy masculinity podcasts about of course it's funny because they call the podcast the Red Pill. Their host is Jota. He's a Spanish guy. Dude, it's funny that they call it the Red Pill because it makes it sound so radical. But at the same time, everything they talk is so true. It's so true. It's so
They just want to label it like that, so they think, oh, it's bad. No, we need to cancel that person.
But no, they're doing a good movement, just like you, my brother. They're doing a good thing in Spain. They're doing great. And yes, man, that's the kind of people, Jordan Peterson, that we like to follow, man. It's not like they are our gods, but there's always good things too.
Yeah, there are good mentors.
Yes.
They're good mentors. I don't know if you listen to anything that from Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Yes, there's some stuff that are completely wacko, but there's some good things that he says that is so true. Men need to stop being lazy fucks and wake up and stop telling yourself that you're depressed. It is a state of mind. You tell yourself every day, I'm depressed. Your body doesn't know what's real or what's fake. So whenever you constantly saying that to yourself, your brain is just gonna think, oh, that is who we are. That is what
it
we
is
need
unconscious.
To think.
Yeah.
You're feeding your subconscious all that negative stuff. Start feeding it positive things. The music that you listen to, cut it out. All the rap, all that crap. This past week, I tried it myself. I was like, I don't know if it's 100% true. I miss the music that I used to listen to, the rap, Drake, all that stuff. Fucking bitches, drugs, all that fun stuff, fast cars. I was like, oh man, it's a good beat. I like it. My mind was it was poisoned, basically. That's all I could think about. I would see a girl, I was like, oh, fuck. I want to do horrible stuff with her. I'll admit it. And it got really bad. I was like, I need to cut all this out. I just need I deleted any music apps. I just want to strictly listen to podcasts, feed my mind positive things again. And in this last day, it's felt so much better. It feels like a weight was lifted out of my shoulders. I could finally kind of focus on what I want to do.
This is funny. I do watch some animes. Animes is like Japanese. I don't want to say cartoons, but dude, these Japanese cartoons got way more learnings than any other TV show, any other music.
Playhouse?
What?
No Mickey Mouse Playhouse.
Yes, exactly. They show values like morality, loyalty, man, having a word to yourself, be grateful of what you got, fighting for your own people, friendship. I'm a big believer that friendships help you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not about you being like, oh, I'm friends with everyone, or no, I'm not too like, I'm very balanced on that point that I don't want to cut people out, but I don't also want to be like the easy access for them. You know what I mean? So I've been having my group of friends that I would love to give in a good mention on this podcast that
Go shout them out.
yes,
Yeah.
they grew up with me. Back from like Venezuela. We're 5: Kelvi, Ricardo, Osmar, y Jesus.
Shout out to you guys.
Nah, man. Dude, and we think about all our friendship through years. Like what? We're talking about probably 15 or more years.
Oh wow.
The key of our friendship is not even about like, oh no, let's say Juan is talking to different friends. Oh, he's out. No, Juan is talking to other friends. We can joke about it. We can joke like, oh, so you prefer them now? Oh yeah, fun.
Okay.
But our friendships remains real.
Okay.
On our groups, whenever we actually have a good time, yeah, we can have some drinks. Like that's the balance that I want to take. However, we don't speak bad about anybody. We are literally having fun speaking about ourselves, about our experiences, about our plans, about our projections.
All positivity, trying to manifest.
Dude, yes. And we got nights that we are all in for business. We go like, we can do this, we can do that. When are we gonna start? Come on.
That's the real brotherhood that every dude should out there be looking for.
We also got nights. We also got nights that we just fool around and cook some food. Just talking, like probably useless stuff, but
It's about the connection and the time that you spend together.
it doesn't matter if we stop talking for like weeks or months.
You can just come back.
There's always a message. Guys, we miss you. Guys, I miss you. Guys, we need to get together. It's hard because we're all over the world, Spain, Venezuela, US, but we're gonna come together. That's the hope we always keep. I'm big on that. Like I wanna make my kid to have healthy relations with people. Like you know how cool it is for me to go to Japan and be able to text Yuki? Yuki, my man, how are you? Or go to the Netherlands and text Kai, Herod, Wessel, and telling Papi's back because they used to call me Papi. Papi, what's going on, Papi? And I'm like, and to my partner, they call her Mommy, Big Mommy. I'm like, all right.
Mommy.
Yes, they just go around like fully, and at the end of the day, you start like realizing virtues, good things about the different cultures. Like Latino, Latino culture got the Hispanics, like got their so much positive stuff. Same as the Europeans, same as the Americans. Like they all got good things, even though we can point out the bad things. Like, what Hispanics, we're loud. Yeah, we are gonna be loud mostly on every time.
Most of them, I didn't inherit that, unfortunately. Really quiet.
Yes, Europeans, they're probably some cocky. They probably like got some bad attitudes. Sometimes they're just too sensitive. Americans, some of them, they might be lazy, but there's some others that work even harder than
And the
Hispanics.
Mexicans,
Yes,
But there's some out there.
dude, there's some out there, and it's not like a definite answer for anything.
Like, there's no reason to label Mexicans are the only hard workers, Americans are just a bunch of lazy people.
Yes. No, they're
There's-
lazy Mexicans or lazy,
Oh, yeah.
let's say, lazy Hispanics.
Oh,
They're smarter Hispanics, they're smarter Americans.
exactly.
It's just the way it goes. So I feel like you being open to that is something that I also would love to give to Ignacio, my kid.
That's a beautiful thing to give them.
Yeah, I want him to like know the world.
Yeah.
It's not only
Not just be one, like a tunnel vision, like that. This is exactly how they all are, is how Mexicans are.
Yes.
And that's how you should look at them.
exactly. And again, you brought up studies. I also brought up data that I was looking up. I always looking up stuff. So,
It's good.
dude, the average American don't go outside their state. Like,
Really?
yeah, like I had that like mind because I don't like to base my opinion on just personal experience, even though I can.
Like, yeah, you can give your opinion, but like, I want to know, is my opinion right, or is it just something that I'm making up?
Dude, they were research from University of Iowa, I think it was, or University of Connecticut, one of those. Dude, that says that the average American first doesn't go out of his state, and second doesn't go out of the country. Dude, and for me, that's like, that makes your mind some sort of square. Like you're like, it
You're
is
just
that.
in this box.
It is this way. That's it. You need to go to Korea. You need to go to Asia. You need to go to Africa.
There's so much out there that you need to see.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Like before I started any of this, like I just kept to myself. I was quiet. I never talked to anybody. For about 10 years or so, I didn't have any friends, like at all. It was just me and some other person. That was it. But after some bad stuff happened, I'm just like, I'm poisoning myself by just staying in this little bubble. There's so much out there. Like, God wakes me up every day. There's got to be a reason. I need to go find it. I create new relationships and friendships. And that's how all this started.
It is. It is.
It's beautiful.
It is. Yeah, I think that wrap it up kind of like for myself, because I basically lay out my whole story, my whole journey to greatness, and there's a lot to learn. Like there's always room for improvement, just like you said.
Yeah, I like what you said, that you always either watch podcasts or anime. I didn't know what was anime. Like it had such a positive message. Like I always see people
So many
that are always watching it. I've never personally been into it. I don't watch TV at all. I mean, podcasts, you can argue it's somewhat of TV, but I listen to it.
Yeah, you're listening to it.
Yeah, but I want to try to feed myself good things that are going to help me and what I want to do, and instead of poisoning myself with the stupid music.
Exactly, and that's, I mean, we can call that hobbies, though. You know what I mean? I like anime, and that's probably one of my hobbies. But one of my hobbies is play soccer, so you know what I mean? It's super healthy. I mean, I think so. Even though I can get injured, but
yeah, it's like anything.
Exactly.
Like for me, I do MMA. Like, yes, it's really good mentally, but if you don't take care of yourself, like you can get hit pretty hard, where like you end up with a headache for about a week.
Ooh.
I just need to keep my hands up. But that's on me. It teaches me, okay, I need to be more disciplined on my handwork, footwork, and then dodging and slipping.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Before we wrap everything up, there's one thing I wanted to start is there a quote or maybe a Bible verse that you personally want to share for the next guest?
I don't have any Bible verse on my mind. I don't memorize it. I'm so bad at that. I'm sorry. However, I might have
Favorite quote.
Yeah, maybe not a quote, but a piece of advice, like you said on your videos, brother. One of the best traits that a person might have is a capacity to adapt to any situation. So improve yourself, improve your nutrition, improve your mind, improve your heart. Be able to embrace any challenge that is in your life, any change. And I promise you guys, that's gonna make you unstoppable. After that, you can go for any branch in your life. You can go to do MMA, you can play soccer, you can do engineering, you can do anything as long as you are able to adapt. Find happiness in the small things. Literally, like that's so cliche, but it is simple. Like, dude, every time you get home, if you got kids, your kids hug you, hug him. Really, like you're gonna have no idea when's gonna be the last time they hug you. They hug you. Don't take anything for granted. Like literally, it is the clothes we wear, the healthy we are to run. There is people fighting for their life in hospitals. We are blessed to be living every day. And I think, even though it's a cliche, I want you guys to do a good deep on it.
It's so true, so powerful. It starts with the simple things, and that is to be grateful. And the one thing I always, a friend of mine, I'll shout him out, Marco, when I started all this, he always used to tell me, he's like, you get to do this. You get to do this. And I always keep that in my head. I get to do this. Even if it's good, like even if it's going really bad, I get to do this. I get that experience I need to go through so I can be refined, so I can become new. And then the next chapter, maybe it's going to be harder, and I needed that to be able to start it.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
A little bit of a shout out for myself. All right, first to my barber, Lombard Barber. Go follow him.
Barbara. I'll make sure to put
Jonathan.
the
His name is Jonathan. Yeah, it's all right. He probably gonna watch this and be proud of my. He said like, "Are you going to a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I got you. Let's go." And the guy. There is another example of discipline. He goes in 7 a.m. because the customer need him. He just goes and do his job, man.
That's what he loves. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Jonathan. Special shout out to my family. My lovely wife, Valentina. My kid and her, and my future incoming kid. Doesn't know what it is, if it's a girl or boy yet, but they are my base. They are my foundation. They are the ones that honestly push me to be better. Unconsciously and consciously, they are. Grateful to my parents-in-law. They are around here in the area. They keep taking care of me, and I'm grateful of having them. I know everything is temporal, so we try to take the best out of it. So shout out to my main people. Appreciate it, guys.
And just like that,
Just like that, that's a journey to greatness.
journey to greatness.
My man.
Thank you, Juan.
Thank you. Always good to have you around.
Quick picture.
Let's go, man. Of course.